Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the CHOFETZ CHAIM, and he is imparting his wisdom based on the words of Chazal, of the Zohar, to explain to us just why Lashon HaRa is such a negative and a terrible, destructive force in this world. And we could say that this is the intention of the Gemara that we mentioned previously. Anyone who speaks Lashon HaRa, magdil avonos ad l'shamayim, his sins will increase until the heavens. Shenemar, like it says in a verse in Tehillim, Shatu v'shamayim pihem, they set their mouths against heaven. U'lishonim tihalach ba'aretz, and their tongues, they like tihalach, they strut around the world over here. Which means that our mouths are firing off words that are going to the Shemayim, to the heavens. And he writes, V'chenisa b'Tana Be'Elio. It says also in the writings of the Tana Be'Elio, Lashon HaRa, Shel Mesaper, the evil speech and gossip that one speaks over. It goes up to the throne of glory. Oy gewalt. A person speaks Lashon HaRa down here, and they think they're just saying over a little gossip, something negative, hurting somebody's feelings. Says the Tana Be'Elio, it goes all the way up to the Kisei HaKavod HaKadosh Baruch Hu's throne of glory. And now we can understand how the Chorban, the destruction, is so great. Shemachrivin Balei HaLashon as Klal Yisrael, those who are Balei Lashon HaRa. Now the CHOFETZ CHAIM qualifies over here. A person who speaks Lashon HaRa once in a while, not so clear that they fall into the category of what we're describing right now, but those that are Balei Lashon HaRa, which means they speak Lashon HaRa on a regular basis. It is a daily endeavor. As you eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as you get a good night's sleep, as you enjoy your time on your computer surfing around the web a little bit, as you're an exercise addict and you can't go a single day without a walk, a jog, or a half an hour or so pumping that iron, so too, Balei Lashon HaRa are people that are constantly, on a daily basis, involved in the sin of speaking Lashon HaRa. It's part of their vernacular, it's part of the way that they talk. I would venture to say that if you would listen to it, and many of the conversations taking place around you, especially when you're out in the broader world, and you hear the way that the secular world is talking these days, you will hear that a majority of speech is being spent on talking about other people and derogatory remarks about other people, putting them down for the way they dress, putting them down for the way that they talk, for the things that they do, how they spend their money, how they live their lives, how they're a boss, how they're an employee, all different things. Just listen carefully. And I was just in the airport last week, and I was waiting for boarding, and I was surrounded by people, dozens and dozens, like 100 people, and each one having their conversation with somebody else, and the bulk of their conversation were words of Lashon HaRa. Says the CHOFETZ CHAIM, this is what's called Balei Lashon HaRa. Someone who speaks Lashon HaRa on a regular basis, constantly. Now you can understand, if their words of Lashon HaRa are going up to the Kisei HaKavod, to the throne of glory, that's where HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself, Keviyochel, that's where the Shekhinah is sitting, that's where he's dwelling, sitting on his throne, where he's sending down all the orders to this world. So if there's good that's up there by the throne, and people are saying tefillas and brachas and learning Torah, all that goes up to the throne of glory, and then Hashem brings down the shefa, the influence of bracha to this world. But if Rahman al-Itzlan, a person is Balei Lashon HaRa, and those words are penetrating through all of the different levels of spiritual worlds and ending up by the Kisei HaKavod, the throne of glory, so then the words of the Balei Lashon HaRa are machriven as Klal Yisrael. They can destroy the Jewish people. Obviously, we could destroy the Beis HaMikdash and we could prevent the Beis HaMikdash from being rebuilt for 2,000 years already because of this terrible sin that destroys the world. To be continued, Be'ezras Hashem. Have a wonderful day.